guys, so Eternal Sugar Cookie is going to be coming out in about less than 2 weeks now. And in today's video, I want to go over the cookies that you want to be investing in. And the good thing is, even though Eternal Sugar Cookie does come out, these particular cookies that I'm going to mention are going to still be very, very good for the most of the content like PvE, World Exploration, Cake Tower, and things like that. Arena, I can't really say because the fact that arena meta always constantly changes. That is one particular area that you don't want to be like investing too much into, especially if you're new / returning players, because you're just going to be overwhelmed really, really quickly. But let's quickly go into it from the top rarities, higher rarities, all the way down. And then I want to mention the cookies that you really want to focus on for the better of your account. So let's get into it. First of all, the top cookies are going to be right now Pure Vanilla Awaken, as well as Shadow Milk, Burning Spice, as well as Fire Spirited Cookie, and then right below it is going to be our Wind Archer. So these 4/5 cookies are going to be absolutely crucial for your account, especially because of the fact that Pure Vanilla Cookie is going to be the best healer as of right now. A bit better than Mystic Flower in the overall content of things. You do need the Awakened version, so just keep that in mind. Shadow Milk Cookie is going to be a very, very strong cookie for single hit damage, as well as quite good for the area damage, but better in the single hit. Burning Spice is slightly better in my personal opinion for the World Exploration and the PvE side of things, because of the fact that he tanks. He has invincibility, he does a lot of damage, and also pairs up really, really well with Fire Spirit Cookie, who is absolutely just insane right now. If you guys watched my video where I was able to clear like 16 stages of the Choco Cake Tower on a completely like new account with like no cookies leveled up except for Fire Spirit at like level 80 with no toppings and stuff like that, it's actually crazy. And these two cookies are going to be really, really good. Great area damage. The burn is insane as well. These 4 cookies are crazy. Wind Archer is still really, really good as well, going to deal a lot of area damage and single hit damage. So Wind Archer is another one that you definitely can invest in. I would say though, if you guys have the ability to, make sure to level up your damage dealers first, and then Pure Vanilla, you guys can slowly catch up with them as well, because damage dealers are going to be the ones to kill off the enemies. And then just to let you guys know that the other 2 ancient cookies are going to be good, the Awakening, because of the fact that they're going to be used inside of arena and different PvE stages, as well as Dark Cacao Awaken is going to be one of those cookies that are going to be really, really good for right now Cookie Alliance because of its skill, healing prevention, healing decrease, and all the debuffs as well, so keep that in mind. And then again, legendaries, Wind Archer and Fire Spirit. Out of these super epics right now, there's not really ones that you have to focus on. The only one that is going to be used a little bit more than the other is going to be Elder Fairy, but Elder Fairy 2 is mainly focused on the arena, so if the arena meta does change, then he does have a possibility of being replaced, especially once Hollow Awaken comes out. So we'll have to see how that turns out to be, or he might just be used with Hollow Awaken as well, so just keep that in mind. And then just to let you guys know, because I know people are going to ask, I do not promote my cookies, or at least the newer cookies now, beyond the 2-star awakening, 2-star promotion, and things like that. It's because of the fact that I do want to keep my distance between me and my viewers pretty relatively close, so that when I make guides and stuff like that, you guys don't see too much of a big difference in the stats because of my insane high promotion and ascension and awakening on these higher rarity cookies, because I do spend money on the account to pull and review right away on day 1. And then from the epic side of things, okay, there's a lot of cookies that are going to be pretty good and going to be used. However, there are going to be ones that are going to be very, very good. All right, and of course, the ones that I've already mentioned before in my Mileage Shop guide, as well as like PvE and stuff like that, Rebel, Creme Brulee, as well as our Star Coral, which is right over here, are going to be really, really good. And they're going to carry a lot of the new players in a lot of the content. Of course, there are a couple other cookies that are going to be really, really good as well. Someone like Black Lemonade with Twizzly Gummy still is going to be a very, very good combo for you guys to use in the World Exploration. But just keep in mind, Twizzly Gummy does need the Magic Candy, so that kind of takes a bit for you guys to actually invest in and actually get her damage increase. And then there are cookies right now like Financier with the Magic Candy, as well as Burnt Cheese, Space Donut, as well as someone like Linzer and Mint Choco, who are going to be also very, very good for a lot of the accounts, because they are going to be used in a lot of different situations and can be used for a lot of general content as well. However, there are going to be cookies right now that are going to be used for the guild as well. And those guild cookies that you definitely want to invest in, the main damage dealers are going to be Blueberry Pie with the Magic Candy for the Living Abyss, Black Sapphire with Prune Juice, and of course you have to use someone like Shadow Milk and Candy Apple for the Dragon, and then lastly Creme Brulee, and a bit of extra damage coming out from Pudding Alum mode, alright, for the Avatar of Destiny. Alright, and then of course there are still other cookies like Wedding Cake as well as Black Forest and the other cookies that are going to be used inside of the guild boss battles, but of course you want to look at those specific guides to see how those are going to turn out. But you know, those cookies are going to be really good. Again, you guys definitely can invest in the cookies that you guys want to invest in. However, these cookies are just going to do exceptionally well inside of a lot of different areas and are going to be the ones that are going to last for a long time. So if you guys are wondering like, hey, where should I use these, like, you know, EXP Star Jelly Concentrate, these Skill Powder Concentrate, these are the ones that you might want to invest in, especially the higher rarity first, and then going into the epic, as well as you guys can slap them on into the Hall of Ancient Heroes and utilize them and keep them in there long term until you do have more resources to actually level them up for you to place other cookies into the hall. And even if I didn't mention them, if you guys do see my PvE as well as PvP tier list, then you guys can also tell which cookies are good there. But from the special rarity right now, the one that really needs to be upgraded and needs to be pulled first is going to be Cream Ferret. Cream Ferret is absolutely amazing. Going to be used inside of the Cookie Alliance, Guild Boss Battle, Arena, Cake Tower, World Exploration, everywhere. Literally everywhere right now. One of the best cookies. And then of course we do have Snapdragon and Icicle Yeti. I would say again, Ferret is number one, and then Snapdragon, and then Icicle Yeti. Of course things can change, but as of right now those are going to be the priority. But Cream Ferret, absolutely amazing, and you definitely need to invest in. Again guys, there's a total of 152 cookies, a little less for some people who don't have Sonic and Tail and some of the BTS cookies, but there's so many cookies right now. And of course the game can be played the way you want to, and you guys can definitely go and, you know, invest in cookies that you like the design of, you like the characteristic of. But this video is for those players who are returning, new, as well as just wondering which cookies are good right now before the next update comes out. Going to still be worth it after the update comes out, because, you know, resources can get a bit tough to get later down the line. Especially if you guys start investing in some random cookies that are not going to be really beneficial for your account. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Again, we do have Eternal Sugar coming out, and then right after we should be getting Hollow-Berry about 4 weeks after, about 28 days. And then we'll have both of them inside of the game to be able to be pulled. And then of course after that, in middle of the update, I believe they are going to be added into the Gacha of Fate, just like how we had the Gacha of Fate added for Pure Vanilla and Shadow Milk. So again, make sure to save your resources, especially the Faithful Cookie Cutters, so that you are able to pull them if you guys would like to right away from there as well. But pretty much that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Of course, just keep in mind we do have the Crystal Jam for our Stormbringer coming very soon in the summer, and then after that Wind Archer is going to be coming by the end of the year, I believe. And then we also do have Millennial Tree scheduled to come out this year as well, along with Silent Salt and White Lily Awakening. So we'll see how this turns out. I'm excited for the next update to come out for Eternal Sugar. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys are as well. And then of course we do have more cookies like Dragons coming out in 2026 once the Beast episodes are over. So yeah, let's see how this turns out, guys. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys found the video helpful. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have any questions, anything you guys want to add, any comments and stuff like that. So yeah, that is pretty much what I have. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.